afraid of going for it. Trying to fight around bottom instead. Yeah, they're letting the top one go. Battery assault from DPC is down there. He does get himself the bounty rune, so 1 for 1 so far. And Collapse going to get beaten to that bottom rune by Krillat. So everything dead even, with Miposhka taking the 4th rune.
Wonder how this bottom lane's going to go.
Yeah, Doom Snap against Clock Prophet. It feels like Clock Prophet should kind of stomp this in the first 3 levels at least. But I don't know, later on.
That's kind of how I'm feeling too. I think a lot of it will depend on the cookies. Like you could do some really clutch cookie plays that could really mess up the Clockwerk, but I mean you can see what the Clockwerk is doing. He's just running at him right now. At least Doom has armors these days. So there's that.
That's true.
There's a Blight Zone on Prophet.
Quite a bit of damage. And top lane looks like Miposhka trying to do the same kind of job. Lots of backup from the long-range Lina though. White Striker Ray connecting unnoticed. Good amount of damage to that Centaur, who is now pretty much out of regen. Started with the Ring of Protection. And get some tangos delivered. They will be able to stay in the lane, but it's not a comfortable spot to be in.
Yeah, that's a lot of farm before the Ring of Health, before you're feeling better with the situation. So, well, Mira is doing some creep shenanigans down bottom as we've got a lane happening over here.
Yeah, small camp blocked as well, still. So no pulls for Ducalis. Large camp sentried. So equally no pulls for TSpirit. Well, we peek a little bit into the mid lane where it is dead even. 7-1, 7-1 between the two midders. And probably going to continue that way until we get to the active runes. Get level 6 on the Pango where it can start actually team fighting.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Taking a bit of damage from Lal there, but water runes are coming up in 10 seconds, so no big deal here, just to get through your bottle charges.
The interaction with never mind.
Burns, doesn't it?
Never mind.
With Toss and Shield Crash?
No, I was thinking about Stampede and Pango, but right, because he goes 550 anyway.
Yeah, he doesn't get sped up.
Okay, that would be really funny though. It's like impossible to control. Don't ult him! I'm turning.
Just running everywhere. That would be cool.
I don't see those guys with the same team that often.
Just imagine an ability draft with like Bloodseeker's Thirst and Rolling Thunder. Shikuchi as well, unlimited move speed, zooming everywhere.
Oh, now we're talking. Yeah,
hell yeah.
That's what we need.
But with Toss and Shield Crash, Lal can cancel the Shield Crash, right? Like before he lands, you can toss him to stop the damage reduction buff being placed.
Oh yeah, I think you're right.
I don't think I've seen that before. It's going to be difficult to time, especially in the middle of a creep wave. Maybe something Lal can play around with. Sayosh up at top lane. Miposhka putting the clicks on him. Bushwhack into Centaur Stomp though, going to catch the Ricky out and get first blood for VP.
And it's still pulsing.
First blood for a Hoodwink. Dream. Early boost. Oh, Hero is very scary with items and gold.
They're not able to touch Yatoro really here though.
Items and
Yatoro
gold. I meant to say items and levels, sorry. Items and gold are the same thing, guys.
We were talking about Hand of Midas earlier. Items, gold, experience is all intertwined.
Burns.
Yeah, Yatoro's just like ignoring the Centaur. Can't click him, Retaliate's too strong. Well, Miposhka steals the bounty rune for the Pango, who rotated up to that top jungle for a refill. Won't get it, and the bottom bounty rune's taken by Ducalis, so you might need someone to die and TP into his lane for the bottle refill there.
It's so strange to just watch Spirit hit the reset button on the meta. Like, this was like week 1 of the DPC, I feel like, where people were coming in with this one Lina, and people were ready with this Centaur, and we saw it a couple times, and I feel like I haven't seen either of these heroes since.
Yeah.
Everyone just moved on to other stuff, and now we're just like, you know what, that mage is coming up. People might be picking Lina again, we should be prepped on this.
That's probably also Yatoro being like, wait, I don't play Lina, guys. I need a week or 2 to practice. Gets a couple of pubs in. He's comfortable on the hero.
We're going to find out. So far, it's Virtus Pro looking pretty comfortable in lanes. They're up in all the lanes right now. Plus, big bonus.
Yeah, looking hot. TSpirit not really bleeding out, though. Kind of getting what they need. 2 points in Devour for Collapse means that he's going to be accelerating very quickly. I'm still waiting to get these levels up on Mira. You know, now they're starting to hit level 3, level 4 in that bottom lane. The damage output from TSpirit does start to ramp up quite significantly, as well as their tankiness against the Treants and the Battery Assault. Both of them have boots, yeah, so they can outrun the Clockwerk at this point.
Get back.
Looks like Lal gonna be straight into that blink dagger. Has treads queued up, but I'm curious to see if he opts just rush the blink straight up.
Well, ain't this?
Here's the big playmaker on the team.
Bushwhack
Top lane, the
up top.
catch again on Miposhka, yeah.
There is no
Another bushwhack into Stomp. Perfect setup and a very strong dual lane here from VP.
Not able to catch Ducalis. It looks like maybe they were thinking about something there, but no cookie was left there. So just pushing him back. Ricky, game plan eventually gonna get dark.
Dire's
That's
courier
what he does.
has been
When
killed.
we talk about his setup, looks pretty good, especially with a core tiny. I was talking about like the potential of the core tiny to come down. Actually in trouble. Can he get out of this?
I don't know, he's trying. Windlace not fast enough, but the
good.
cogs are good. And they can't catch up to him. So he's out, Salve's back up. As he will get away from that dangerous spot. In the mid lane though, CIS getting closed in on by the Ricky and the Tiny. He's too speedy though, the boots and Scurry. Away
And the
from
timing from Ducalis got him to the rune in time as well.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, Mira denied it.
Beautifully done. Well, Squadix will take down the Snapfire for that transgression.
Alright, that's not worth it.
Amazing what you found laying around.
But yeah, Miposhka just has to bide his time and wait. Yatoro having a worse time on Lina than they did on Terrorblade. And like in terms of how the lane is feeling though. Support is dying, being pressured, having to dodge some stuff here. Just because of the deny on that catapult though. Very nice. I
kind of
feel
feel-
like they're gonna chase him into the jungle pretty hard too.
Yeah, exactly, right? Because this is where Lino with Falcon Blade Raindrops has the mana regen to just go into jungle and say, whatever, I don't care, lane. It looks like that's exactly what she's going to do. As Nature's Prophet TP's top, flows in on Miposhka. He'll
Dire's top
get into the
tower is under
trees,
attack.
make them work for it. Might actually
Come on,
escape,
Miposhka.
honestly. Tricks of the Trade is ready in 5 seconds. Swashbuckle into Bushwhack. Smoke screen down. Oh, it's getting close. Another Tricks into the tree line, getting deeper and deeper. And the Rolling Thunder might be coming. Squadix thinking about it. They've got
Radiant's
the vision.
middle tower is
Finish him
under
off.
attack.
How does Clockwerk get his
Dire's
backpack?
structures are fortified.
No.
He didn't have it anymore.
Did he
How did he
accidentally?
manage that?
I'm not sure.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
That's one of the big strengths of the Prophet, though.
Dire's structures
Shift up
are
top.
fortified.
7 minutes in. Catapult wave. Easy tier 1. And this is where, like you mentioned, they kind of chase into the trees, find Yatoro in the jungle, and contest some of these camps.
These guys run down on the Clockwerk. Not really much to do about that. Yeah, that is the
Radiant's
dream
bottom
of the
tower is
Nature's
under
Prophet.
attack.
It's a little bit tougher on the
Radiant's
position 1 because
structures
it's
are
taking away from
fortified.
like straight up farming time, but obviously you're hoping the space you get is going to make up for that. And you tend to develop more of a even tricore, I find, with the Nature's Prophet, especially in the mid game compared to when you place them in that position 1. Kind of nice. If you have a bunch of heroes that all want to battle, which it feels like they do right now, then that should be the right setup for them to have some success in the mid game. And we talked a lot about like passive supports in some of these games. I think specifically asking about how we didn't really want that like passive offlaners. We didn't want that like passive Doom last game. This game, I don't know, I kind of feel the same. This could be kind of bad.
Yeah, I mean, he's the position 1 right now for the team. Top of the net worth. A lot rests on Collapse's shoulders, but Mira's there to back him up. Cookies away from the cogs, while a bit of a battle in the mid lane between Lal, Miposhka, and this Hoodwink and Pango. Still yet to see a Rolling Thunder from Squadix. Curious to see exactly what he's going to be aiming towards in these team fights. That is their big team fight spell.
Yeah, I think you might want to wait until level 6 on the Clockwerk. Unless you see a really good opportunity with the Rolling Thunder. I think it'll be easier to set up with Clock and the cogs. You can do some really nasty stuff with Pango.
The seeds are fortified.
Blast back the offending Kalas and Ducalis here, and back to farming he goes.
Yeah, a much better first 10 minutes from VP. We saw how well they played the map in the last game. Even though they were so far behind, they were able to find multiple avenues into the enemy side of the river. Got some good wards down. Starting to do that now. And kicking Yatoro out of the northern jungle, forced to go Ancients. Does have his javelin though. Pretty quick and easy.
Boshu's just trying to get some scraps here in the mid lane.
They're going to catch bottom. Mira looking across towards Lal, but the damage is good. More TPs arriving in this bottom lane as Ducalis. He will fall, but in comes the Pango and the Prophet. close in onto this tiny and stop his TP
Nice.
with a nice rolling thunder. 2 for the price of 1. Ducala's going to be very happy giving his life for those.
Dire's bottom
Fair
tower
bit of space
is
for
under
Yatoro,
attack.
though. Last couple of minutes been very calm for him, but he is bottom of the net worth in terms of core heroes. Under 4,000, in fact.
Look what Notice is doing on top here. Oh, well, actually, I mean, first off, he's popping ulti to help with Mira there. On top there, also killing Collapse at the same time, or at least attempting to. He's probably getting away, even if Mira won't.
Yeah, Mirror down, collapse in the trees. He's going to try and Quelling Blade his way through. Yeah, good move. Off he goes. That's a bit of riffing on his guitar as well.
Radiant's
Mr. Carlson
middle
noticed
tower
they
is under
spent
attack.
Stampede and the hook shot. Not getting the kill on the Doom. Feels like TSpirit okay with this. They're pretty happy to give away a couple of support deaths here and there. They just need to get their timings right with this tiny blink and the Lina with a Maelstrom. It's one of those games that it feels like, 25 minutes in, going to be what TSpirit are aiming for. Don't really care about the laning phase or the first 20 minutes, as long as you can get these key items up. Maelstrom, BKB, Lina, tiny blink, and Doom with Link BKB as well. And that's really when you start playing your draft, right? This wasn't a laning stage draft. This is we have a Ricky who needs shard first, so we'll wait
before we do anything.
Radiant's bottom tower
Yeah, pretty
is
much.
under attack.
And the question is, what can you get done as Virtus Pro before that? Because they can hit some decent timings early. Box gonna go for another ulti play here on the Larl.
Yeah.
It's tough on these side lanes, though.
Difficult to connect multiple times, but the cookie helping out, actually.
Radiant's
Gets the
middle
third
tower
hit
is
with the
under
Rolling
attack.
Thunder. And now Mira attempting the TP home. Okay, there's no bushwhack or any further stuns, so we'll escape.
Good read on that one, but again, yeah, all 3 cores doing quite well in the Radiant. Dire it's too far behind, but they just want to keep this going, keep moving together. Stampede is up right now, and I don't think they have any great
Dire's
vision into the
middle
Dire
tower
jungle,
is under
unfortunately.
attack.
That maybe is something they could try and improve. They have that ward in between the tier 1 and the tier 2 that's giving them some idea of what's happening, and they've seen some of Yatoro's movements, so that's who they're... Oh, they're actually not going to go for him. They're hoping that he's going to move north and they cut him off, maybe? I'm not sure.
Yeah, they're going up and down. They're not quite sure where to head, but it looks like Notice has just made the move onto Collapse regardless. That's sick. A hurricane play from Collapse, pushing him further away, and there's no disables.
Radiant are scanning.
I've probably got him
I'm
just
not
out
sure
of
what
range
happened
of
to
savers.
Sage. Yeah, I'm not sure how he managed to be so far behind, because he was moving with them. Ducala sort of stuck around in the river and was flaring on top of that sentry that was near there. And I think they thought they were prepping to go mid, which is why he was sort of vulnerable there on Notice in the first place. Or sorry, on Collapse in the first place, but then they didn't even get the kill.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Oh yeah, they blink stomp top though, Ricky. Brought down to a third of his health, but no reveal, so no kill. You're right, it looked like Ducalis kind of stuttered in terms of where he wanted to head. Stuck around mid. Maybe Seosh got caught up in that miscommunication as well. VP really looking for every kill they can get. They can't
They have
delay
a
the
ward.
blink stop. Tiny to blink, he just bought it. He's gonna get blown up. Trapped in the cold, sharpshooter down, and in comes the Rolling Thunder to crash him into the ground. Pummel low. TPOA will allow Spirit to reset again. Still feels like that waiting game from them as that jump. Nice smoke screen. Maposhka stops the stomp. Oh,
That was a big save. And that ward too, doing so much work there. There even was a sentry to cover, so TSpirit feeling safe. I think they might have pinged it. I think Mira knows where it is. Yeah, he's getting this ward right now.
2 observers right next to the sentry, right?
Dire's middle
We'll find
tower
one of them.
is under attack.
Is he gonna die for it though? Noticed.
Oh, not
Misses.
quite.
He hesitated, waiting for Sayers to catch up, and that means Mira's fine. Yeah, a lot of focus here from VP to place these lane wards and sneakier wards, but they're all being found. Bottom lane, there's a sentry already pre-placed there. So that should get cleared out.
All right. Centaur's Eggs. What if it gave melee heroes a bow and arrow and it increased their attack range by 1200, but they did all their normal attack modifiers? So you could put like Ursa in the cart and he was like, could do fury swipes. Then would it be viable?
What if my grandmother had wheels? Then she'd be a bicycle.
Yeah, that.
Yatoro getting hookshotted. Dukar is all in his lonesome trying to set this up, but with the Wrath of Nature and that final bit of burst damage, they get a huge kill. Hurricane helps Collapse get away from the Sprout at least. But that Lina kill vitally important, and I wonder now. I saw Yatoro queuing up this Hurricane Pike Boots of Travel build.
Yes.
Does he not just go BKB?
Well, that's the thing. That's what most Linas do, right? I think even versus Clockwerk, it's not very common to see the force builds, like Hurricane Pike or casual Force Staff. But that seems to be his go-to here. Unless I'm wrong on that, but I don't think I've been seeing them very much.
No. Just been melted from BKB every game.
That's what you were saying though about the Clockwerk came out instantly. Like it was like Lina Clockwerk, and that's it in action. You just get the kill as support Clockwerk. Sure, you need a little bit of help with the damage, but there's really not much she can do.
And just stuck in the cage. And who's there to save her? There's like Smokescreen that can help a little bit. Boss packs, cookies. But there's no Force Staffs or anything, right? Snapfire's going to be going for that Greaves build. Tiny going for the Echo Saber. Ricky waiting for that. He's got his shard already, but the jump in from Lol. Squadix has his shard, so rolls up a little bit. Doom, though, now as Collapse takes down the Pango. There's BKB use of the Doom, and Laguna Blade on the Clockwerk. Revenge for Yatoro. Takes him out. They've got the dagger, dart, in towards Hoodwink. Toss back play, but the Light Strike array misses. Doesn't matter too much as TSpirit clear through 3 of them. Transfer this victory into a tier 1 tower, and 15 minutes in, they get Ricky's shard, and what happens, Trent?
The dart is online. 2 darts fired, 3 kills.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Well, the odds there from EGB, as you can see, still relatively even. I do think that being even right now in terms of net worth is massive for Spirit. I mean, to be fair, they have a Doom, so it's actually slightly a lead for Virtus Pro. I would say it's kind of like that Broodmother effect or Alchemist effect. I guess Brood doesn't get as much in net worth. Mostly not. Anyway. I feel much better with Team Spirit.
Under attack.
And Collapse. He's using his Hurricane and nice positioning. Gets pushed to the high ground. He's just so looking to get pushed to the ground now as well. Oh my god, what a god game. I still found that by Krillat. Oh, 3 slick moves there by Collapse, and he's giggling to himself. As he should be, but that death means Roshan is opening up here for VP to walk into the pit.
I gotta say, he's making the Hurricane look good. Like, to use it before you have Blink and need the War Stop, he's done a lot of neat stuff. He's caught and pulled back people, he's gone over the cliffs. But, not this time. Does go down, gets down the road.
And that's going to be ages for Krillat. We're seeing how Nature's Prophet players love to TP aggressively, like into the middle of enemy heroes. Gives him that second life and the option to do so before he gets his BKB. TSpirit are still out on the map though. Miposhka gets deep ward down, and one of your favorites, right? This base ward from the Ricky.
Oh yeah. Best benefit of Ricky. I used to play a lot of Bounty Hunter support when that was kind of decent. And I used to love doing that, but it was always tricky because you had to do it at nighttime. And then, of course, Ricky, you know, got buffed to just be able to place wards in
Collapse. Can you Hurricane out of this? Yeah, playing in the tree line knows something's coming, but the chain stuns are there. Krillat TPs aggressively and they blow up the Doom. Tiny's in with the Avalanche Toss. Krillat low on HP. With the Rolling Thunder causing a bit of chaos, they need the additional help of the Ricky and the Lina. Brands of nature, the damage on the lawn. The Boschka's still standing tall. Light Strike arrays come through, but it looks like Yatoro wants to disengage. No continuation from Spirit. Just taking the Clockwerk kill, the Aegis life, and calling it quits as they hold their tier 2.
I feel for Squadix in that fight because it felt like he was doing a lot on the Rolling Thunders, but it's just they don't quite have the finish on it yet. You know, they don't have quite enough damage to really feel like that's gonna just like win the fight for you. Everyone's just kind of bouncing and hopping around.
Where's it gonna come from? Like Nature's Prophet needs another item after BKB, right? Like
yeah, exactly.
Assault Cuirass or do you go Daedalus?
I don't know, it's got to be big though. I guess eventually you hope that the Pango's going to be doing more damage, but he's also getting his Blink next. At some point, Yeah, you just kind of have a little bit too much control and not enough damage. And then it just means that your focus has to be perfect. You can't be like spreading the damage around and stuff. It's good that he's interrupting the fight, but maybe it's more important if he just like sticks on the one target and tries to all focus down like the Lina ASAP or something.
Yeah, well maybe I'm curious to see if he shifts the build. We've seen a little bit more of that Aghanim build with the Shield Crash CD talent.
Yeah.
And we'll get on top of Lal again. No BKB for the Tiny. Trying to get out of the cogs with the cookie help. But rooted up by the Gleipnir, and this Rolling Thunder perfectly placed onto Mira in the back as well. Hoodwink comes out with a double kill. TeamSpirit getting picked off by this 5-man group up, but it's the death ball from VP looking for the tier 2 push to continue.
No creep wave though.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Oh, there was range creep. Sorry, I missed the range creep. My bad.
It was inside an
I was
army.
wondering why he was so gung ho. I was like, why is he just like going into this? And I saw the shield drop.
One range and army of treants.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Oh, Sayrush nearly finds collapse with a bushwhack. Misses out on the connection. Yatoro has already shoved out that bottom wave and farms backwards now towards his ancients. Plenty of farms and gathered up by the Lina. And yeah, looks like Pike into BKB is an option he decides to go for. And the Boschka. Sleeping Dart, smoke screen, and there's the Tiny combo. Kill off the Clockwerk, and that's a threat off the map for 30 seconds. They need to maintain their lanes, but this would be a perfect time to get out on the map and find another kill.
Now, I'm wondering if Clap's gonna change his Devour here, because he left the Centaur. Oh no, Squawks is killing it. Fortunate. But yeah, I'm curious if he wants to take the Centaur. So it's not him minus one right in the face. He's like, oh, I guess he doesn't want it. I
think it's the
I
problem.
would prefer that to the Hurricane.
I don't know, I think it's the problem I said earlier. Like, Lina has gone for this Pike build, but no one else has Force Staffs. So Doom is like, right, you guys aren't buying Force, I will eat one.
It's so low, like, low cast range, though. Ah, whatever, he's committed.
It's for himself.
Yeah, he's getting Aether, it's fine.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's very cool. I would like to see him just keep that Hurricane then. Nice Sleeping Dart. Where's he gone?
He's flying and then dissipated, yeah.
This is where TeamSpirit opt to smoke. Where are they heading?
BKB. Do they have any vision besides the baseboard?
Nope. The only one they've got. And Centaur has a gem, so he's been clearing out any bit of vision you can find. Yatoro farming Ancient still, so won't be joining this. The rest of Spirit, smoke breaks, they get the catch on Sayrush. Nice move away though. Now the Stampede jump in. Notice the 2-man stomp and hook shot in the back. They've isolated Mira. Collapse has the BKB to run. And Lal is caught up in the Gleipnir. Rolling Thunder and a swashbuckle forward. Collapse still close to death. Doesn't get the blink away. Shield crack lands and Squad X finds the kill. Yatoro now joining, but scrouted up and trapped. Hurricane Pike off towards the Sleeping Dart and the Boschka. Setting up on the Centaur. A lot of damage from Yatoro does get the kill, but a double for Ducalis and the BKB. It's there long enough to secure the TP home. 4 for 2 though, as TeamSpirit get crushed in the mid lane, and they were the ones to make the move.
Yeah, I mean, part of it, Virtus Pro sitting in good spots there with the instant smoke pop there from the Hoodwink, but then blown up pretty quick. Got off a sharpshooter, it was a bit late, but the focus on the collapse was massive because he didn't get off a Doom. Couldn't find a good target, was being pressured by the Nature's Prophet, had to fall back. And a big defense here from Virtus Pro, just saying, like, stay on your side of the river. You guys come over here. We're ready to fight, and of course, soon you might feel trapped on your side of the river with this Nature's Prophet. He gets stronger and stronger, and the waves are harder and harder to manage, and he is indeed going for that Assault Crash that I think we were both kind of hoping for.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. Tanks themselves up. Very good against the Tiny Lina as well. Only a 2k lead though, with VP winning pretty much every team fight. It feels like they wanted for sure to secure more with that first Aegis, and that's probably why we have this weird bit of back and forth and a lull in the game where everyone's still aiming for that next tier of items. That Aegis being taken out so quickly in the top lane. Both squads waiting another minute and a half at least for the Roshan to spawn. And Krillak even has Treants in the pit, just ready for it.
Yeah, now we're gonna have to see what Miposhka can do. Essentially, I feel like the darts are gonna be the big clutch factor here. Also, the ability to just pop smokes. There's dust and sentries right now. The Rain have an ob sentry combo ahead of them here too. So Pochka definitely in the danger zone. Smoke pops. What's he do?
Sleeping dust. Picks the trade-off, and Bushwhack misses. Shot on Lena, though. That's a big catch. Ducalis doesn't get the cogs, and the team isn't there to follow through. Squadix, he tried to Rolling Thunder, but there's no one here from TSpirit to actually get on top of. And now with the top back into the Doom, they just trap Notice on the high ground. Slay the Centaur, and the chase is on. Tiny blink in 5 seconds time. Collapse with the Hurricane. Drag Sayers back into the waiting arms of the Cookie, and the damage of Yatoro. 2 kills for Collapse. And that comes down to the Ricky scouting, breaking smoke, and just really chaotic movement from Epochka to stop the team fight continuation from VP.
I'm just easy Lance Hurricaning. It's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. Collins here, as you can see, just hiding out, nowhere to go. Has a TP. Not sure what he's waiting for. That's a bold flare.
Yeah, he's gone. It's got to be one of the most underrated abilities in the game, right? Like, I know everyone gets pissed off when a neutral creep uses Hurricane on heroes naturally.
True.
But yeah, I don't think I've seen it utilized this often and this much by a Doom devouring one of the
Not by a Doom,
Wings.
no. Yeah. They love to get that stomp because it's just so much more reliable, really, is what it is in the end. But the Wild Wing Hurricane is clearly more versatile. There's a lot of interesting things you can do with it.
Usually it's like the Arc Lightning creep early, then maybe Ogre Frost Mage, then the Centaur Stomp. Alpha Wolf if you want to be a bit fancy and buff up your team. So many options. Hurricane just down the list, really. Nature's Prophet. Still up at the top of the network. Salt Cuirass looks like it is done and coming out in Courier now, so Krillat hitting pretty big power spike.
They got to win this next fight, though, on Virtus Pro. Peacetime is not doing well for them. Now, TSpirit are just rearming. They're looking stronger and stronger. The gold lead kind of slips in their favor when they're not fighting. And now it's all just going to come down to this Roche, which is going to spawn in about 15 seconds here. And who's got the better Roche fight is the question.
Yeah, it's difficult, right? Sleeping Dart's there, the hook shot follows through onto the Ricky, and now the Gleipnir catching Lena. She BKBs, and I guess Hurricane a little bit of distance away from the Prophet. Not sure that's what Yatoro was intending from this team fight. But TSpirit opting to get back to their observer ward on the high ground and wait things out, while Roshan has respawned.
Ooh, that's a bit of a toughie, though. A lot of stuff was used, like Prophet doesn't have BKB. That could be kind of scary versus this Tiny. Like, Tiny still has BKB right now, and he's invis. But there is a Ricky, but Ricky's dead. So maybe they get lazy.
Lol with the help of the kisses. Well, the Stampede getting Krillat away from danger. Full staff off to the side as well. Wow, TSpirit nearly had that perfect snap initiation. And Prophet's going to TP home and then probably TP back out to fight because Roche is close to death. And Yatoro's in the pit. Does get back, and looks shut it up. No BKB for Yatoro. Cooking across, but in comes Squadix. Oh my goodness, 1 HP. He's gliding it up and caught by Krillat. Collapse is still in the pit and fighting with Lol. They're doomed the Pango now, but Roshan close to death. Another toss up, fighting the Prophet. So close, but he snatches the Aegis. Turns and fights with a Bushwhack play. A Cookie forward, mirror Lol. They're fighting 2v3. But Yatoro, he's in the air, brought back and plays aggressively. Oh, but no BKB still has a Hurricane Pike. The blink stop, not going to pay off. He gets drifted around. Now the catch on Krillat potentially here from Lol. Avalanche toss and the damage from Lol. The triple kill off the back of the buyback. And Lol's looking for Notice now. 2 seconds, blink CD. Mirror cutting him off at the pass. Doesn't get the catch. The blink away is successful. Oh my god. What a team fight.
Man, I feel like Virtus Pro actually reacted so quickly to that Stampede escape from the Tiny.
I thought they were all going to die. Like, that looked so bad. And they just managed to instantly Stampede, get themselves out of there, have a chance to reboost back in. And then they even got the Aegis from the Prophet, too.
Radiant's middle tower is
I mean, he
under
had the
attack.
damage, but it wasn't enough in the end. Obviously, not able to get quite enough. The Boomerang was flying around there, too. Oh,
See how fragile these guys are with that BKBs, though.
yes. Yeah, and that goes across the entire board right now. Oh, man. That's a heartbreaker to lose right there for Virtus Pro.
Oh,
Nice.
very nice.
Benefits of Lena Force F. Thank you.
I was Oh yeah, I thought it was Mira's one, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Yatoro gave him the save.
Yeah, both of these carries really desperate for the Satanics now, but it looks like Yato's going to be first to hit it. A couple of thousand gold until he finishes it off, while Krillat still needs a good 4k, 5k to finish off that big item.
That doesn't disturb me. I feel like the Satanic is the fight winner right now. You can see it just how that last engagement was wrapping up there.
Oh, the catch. Is that a high ground ward? Oh, it is. The Tinker ward sees the Hoodwink. Lol to secure it. And it's another one of those weird points of the game where Roshan is killed, Aegis is immediately claimed. And now what are you aiming for? You know, neither team really wants to go straight high ground, so it's going to come down to these little pickoffs and scrappy fights here and there and get an edge on the map somewhere.
Laurel is pretty scary here too. Think about that roast fight he had ahead the tree volley. Well, it's there now.
Oh yeah, it is. Rebuild the Senko Saber as well off the back of it. What are you going to do? Sleeping Dart. Tree volley with a cookie play. Doom has the War Stomp now as well, so he did finally pick up that Centaur.
Yeah, so you can dart into War Stomp, potentially Doom if you want, or it's just a setup for Tree Volley, and people get blown up. But there's the Pangolier with the Basher. So it's time, you know, you feeling lucky? You want to hit up the slots? You can roll a couple of Bashers in a row.
Structures are fortified. Dire are scanning.
And it feels even better now they changed Lucky Shot, right? So it's everything
Radiant's bottom tower
is
under
proccing the
attack.
Lucky Shot, not just the right clicks.
Yes, yeah.
Even more show crashes, even more spot bottles. The Notice jump in. The Boschka's obliterated, and Larval focus as well. Corrupt BKB up means it's difficult for Spirit to fight. Yatoro trying to stand his ground with his own BKB. Hurricane Pikes does have Satanic as well, but he's getting bashed. He's going to get disarmed in a second as well. There's no way he can win this. A huge victory for VP and 120 seconds with no Lina.
I don't even know what just happened to them. I looked and they were just dead. That was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, again, it comes back to this. No Roshan, no objective for teams to fight around. So Spirit are like, don't want to play top part of the map, don't want to play mid, we'll play bottom. Getting caught out with their pants down.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Poor Laurel. He just got hoof stomped into Lucky Shot, bashed into Bushwhack, and then he got halberded even. Wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, Prophet doing 5,000 damage.
Dire's middle tower is under
Pretty
attack.
scary beast, this Krillat Prophet.
I love how literally right before that fight, Spirit had like a 68% chance to win, and now it has fully flipped before it shows up. He's like, oh, never mind, okay. Yeah, no, they hit the play. They did the thing.
The one move. Still don't want to go high ground though, even with Alina dead for 60. Claim that last
fight. I'm not over it yet. They just vanished.
Catch and kill and kill and kill.
It was like the dream setup for a Centaur where it just doesn't even look real. Like all his damage is just hitting everyone like crazy. Felt so impactful for once.
Team Spirit bunkering down in their base a little bit. Entire map belongs to VP. Nice to see them really utilizing this Prophet, farming back to front. Taking control of top jungle as well. I need that refresher orb up on Collapse. So you've got the double BKB and double Dooms.
Yeah. Needed. Definitely the thing to turn these fights back around. Again, it is peacetime, so it's good for Team Spirit with the Devours happening. Lina. Away here. Oh, that's spicy.
Oh, the Lotus Orb sleeping dart. Doom is on the Centaur. They've got Pango trying to roll in, but Lal BKB's up and gets the catch on the Clockwerk, while Collapse still following through on the Centaur off to the left. TP in from Krillat, though, going to find the kill on the Doom. And now Spirit. They're trying to get here with Yatoro's Lina, but a good bushwhack.
They need a good dart.
Keeps them at bay. Gleipnir's there as well, rooting them up. Kisses. They're landing into this Prophet, and Lal's there with a tiny toss. Tree volley kills him off. That's not too bad for Team Spirit, but they're going to come back and maintain their lanes. They can't get caught now.
Collapse really broke up that fight this time. You know, instead of being all clumped up and everything being spread across all of them, he was able to sort of break it down a little bit. And that gave them a chase potential. Like, it was a nice Gleipnir, or else I think they lose at least one more additional hero there from that
Yatoro being hero, it's like you'll have noticed. Oh, he's close to death. The final clicks are coming up the high ground. Follows him up the staircase. Prof is going to maneuver his courier out there. But another bit of feeding out of VP. 9-1 odds. Oh no, this feels like a 1-1 game.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking that's probably not accurate. But they're big Virtus Pro believers. Sorry, TSpirit believers.
Spirit believers, yeah.
Obviously.
Took me a while to protest that.
Yeah, the numbers were just so big. Big number. Do you like the full-on buyout for the Doom?
For the refresher, yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's a team fight winner right there.
It should be. It feels pretty hard to lose a fight with this.
It's like one of those things, right? Like if you're a Doom and you blink, stomp, Doom someone and then die and you buy back. What are you doing with the buyback?
I'm not doing much. You know, don't die without doing anything. Just press that BKB the second something on your map is not friendly and green looking.
Radiant's middle tower.
You'll have another one. It's okay.
Yeah, it's not like the Bank of Dota gives you interest on your savings account, is it?
Money to burn.
You know what? Finally, a patch note that I could get behind.
What would you give it? 2.75%?
People would actually be the worst if you got interested.
Oh my god.
I've thought about that before. It would be the worst mechanic.
Yeah, I mean, I would be one of the ones
remove
doing
Midas, and it just becomes a passive part of the gold. Oh my god.
You'd
Listen,
see people.
I need my 5k gold, guys.
You'd have Ench, Chen, Doom, all getting those kobold creeps.
Oh, okay. Now this is kind of pretty good. You're not convincing me with this.
Give me that GPM.
Seeds of
Bring back the GPM talents. That's what we need.
Alright, slow down.
Oh my god, I just remembered the Lena respawn talent with Bloodstone and I've hurt my brain. Oh.
That instant respawn, so she just like appeared again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great times. And then you had TPs and Boots of Travel, so you could also be doing all kinds of weird stuff.
How far Dota's come.
Alright.
VP, 5k deficit right now, looking to try and even the playing field with this smoke gang. But we've seen how well they can do when they're the ones getting the jump onto a Spirit hero.
Got collapsed. He's in such a dangerous spot, but he's got the ward, now he's waiting for the smoke. They ping it from notice, though. They recognize that he was sitting there, I think.
Yeah, they've got a pretty good idea of where Spirit are. But a bushwhack on a tiny illusion means Spirit knows where Virtus Pro are lurking as well, and this scan gives them a good idea that they're in or around the pit. Roshan's not up yet, though. And the Rocket player vision to Carlos with a high ground ward. This is zoning ulti and rolling thunder. A good bushwhack, two of them caught up in it. There, and they get the high ground vision removed. Yeah, VP tentative around that fight. There's huge Spirit.
He's just rolling in circles in the water, and then he's throwing smoke screens in case someone blinks in. It's so scary.
Ooh. That smoke came before the rocket flare. VP don't know this wraparound's coming. Who's orange? Orange is Centaur. Eee. Clear the wave, jump away.
Dire's bottom
Do have this position on the high
Look
ground.
where the clock is.
Near the Ancients to Carlos on the low ground in the river. Who's going to break the smoke? It's Krillap. BKB and Stampede. The jump is under. Centaur, though, has collapsed. Looking to clear out the Centaur and Ducalis. He hooks it on the Lena, but Yatoro offering so much damage.
under attack.
Destroying VP's movement. And now they're down 2 heroes with Roshan respawning in 20. They might have to buy back to fight this.
It's too much. They need like Aeon discs or something. It's just, these fights aren't fights from both sides. It's just, it's non-existent. There's just too much damage being built that people are just vanishing. Like they don't have a chance to counterplay. Like that did not look like a team got stampeded. Like it looked like he just died.
Yeah, it's just like
hits 3 times for like 1 billion damage.
Both teams are like SEAL Team 6 or something, right? They're just like hiding, lurking in a swamp, waiting with their night vision goggles. They see a target, they kill it, and they get out quickly. There's no option for a full-blown bit of warfare.
It's actually insane that there was a Call of Duty edition that came out when we were younger that came with night vision goggles. In hindsight, that was kind of wild.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Modern Warfare 2. Remember? Like the OG Modern Warfare 2, you bought the like prestige
It
bundle,
came with
whatever.
a physical.
It came with real night vision goggles.
No way.
Yeah, we were pretty cool.
Oh, man.
You guys missed a real generation. Yeah, you guys got Fortnite though. I guess that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really a big cosplayer. I was more the, oh god, the catch on Ricky. Can I kill off Miposhka? No, he's got 4 staffs and cookies being launched around everywhere.
Gary, we need to focus. People are dying too fast. You know? You know, it actually does look like Call of Duty though. It's like, you catch someone with their back turned, they just die. You know? Maybe this is accurate.
What's it called? TTK, time to kill.
What?
You don't know about this. So there's, I mean, it's not a mechanic, but it's just a phrase they use in first-person shooters like Battlefield and
Oh, yeah, I
stuff.
know what you're talking about.
And
Yeah.
so it's the you know, bullet
Radiant's
speed and
middle
bullet
tower
damage
is
and
under
how much
attack.
HP and armor you have. And that's one of the big problems that Battlefield and Call of Duty always had, was that TTK
Radiant
was
structures
too low.
are
You know, you just kill someone so fast they don't have a chance to react. And reacting is fun.
TTK. It's too low here, guys.
It is too low.
As all you guys know.
But yeah, I was more of a Medal of Honor
Radiant's
person,
middle
honestly.
tower has
That was
fallen.
my game.
You would be a Brit.
Getting my K98s out on quarantine, you know. Get the spades out. Oh god, what was it? Day of Defeat, the Half-Life mod, or the Counter-Strike mod. That was a good one. Get the spade out and backstab people with the trench spade.
Radiant are
I played a mod once. Called Dota.
Yeah.
Yeah, good one.
Radiant's
Quality one.
bottom
Sometimes you get an
tower is
18k
under
lead in an
attack.
Aegis, and the game still feels like it's kind of scary. And so you don't necessarily press all the way in.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Kind of relax a little bit. I don't know. What are
the
they?
trees.
Yeah, what are they waiting for right now?
They're waiting to see an enemy hero, I think. Oh, Treant's up at top. Someone's got to deal with that. Prophet's out, split pushing. I believe we've got a Daedalus done now.
He almost has bots too.
And Doom,
And they are
30k
on the
net
way.
worth.
Yeah, he is massive. He just got the overwhelming blink. I'd like to see Miposhka just get a blink dagger and just like blink dart, run away or something. I don't know. I feel like he just needs a dart and game is good.
It's a,
Do they have one Lotus, right? Yeah.
it really feels like it comes down to who sees like the juiciest target first.
Yep.
Like, it's a very difficult game for Krillard, for Yatoro.
Regeneration.
I guess Lina does have the Aegis, but even so, could get killed twice pretty quickly with the control they've got. And that's the thing, both teams are offering so many long duration stuns. You get caught in one of them, you're getting caught by 5 of them.
Free throw is just... He hits so hard.
Oh, and he's got Silver soon as well.
Like... They're just gonna melt.
Oh, Miposhka with a TP from Lina. They're on to Noticed. Seems just here to back up the Centaur, 4 stamp and the Stampede there to get him out. Scary times, though.
Okay, I didn't realize how bad Centaur was in the armor department. He has 4 armor.
I guess they nerfed it to give him more HP regen, right? In lane.
That is crazy. He gets 1 agi per level. That's hilarious.
Oh, Mira. 4 staffs out. Wait, what was that? Did he pop the cheese? He heals back up to full.
Somebody-
They do have the
somebody-
Pango. Yeah, looks like he's alright to continue fighting again and collapse the refresher onto the Pango with a tree volley. They kill off Seers. The kisses are good. 4 heroes down. The blink of an eye.
Like, they just vanish. They're just gone.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That is 10,595 damage done in about 4 seconds.
Radiant's
Like, that's what I'm talking about here.
This is the most explosive team fighting I think I've ever seen Gatsby Dota. I've never seen it like from
Radiant's
both
middle
sides,
tower
how
has
fast they were
fallen.
able to melt. Obviously, it's got even crazier with TSpirit, but even that mid
He's gone. Usually I've got a bit of time to, wind up, build it up, talk about things happening, but this is just hero jumps, hero dies.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
Elena Barrett dissipates. And a jump in again. A catch on to Noticed. Slept up by the dart. Nice little golden crows flying above him when he stampedes.
Cut the trees.
burns.
Yatoro,
doesn't
10
it?
seconds on Aegis. This timing could be something VP exploit, but with Miposhka just throwing out these sleeping darts, keeping Squad X trapped under his tier 4s.
Is under attack.
Yatoro can just stand high ground and bully the buildings.
He got bottom tier 3. Hype.
Has fallen.
Because he's waves pushing in top. Or, yeah, he's the wave in top, so he took the bottom tower.
Time to profit. Let's let him up. Chuck forward. Tiny. Oh, he's in a little deep here. Okay, Mira. Not sure that's what you had intended, but Yatoro is able to open up now onto Squadix. Laguna Blade and the right clicks punish him hard, and he's dead for 2 minutes now. Sayush, he jumps by the Doom, and a cookie back saves the Lina. Mira follows through to help collapse out, kill off the Hoodwink, and now you're down to a 4v2. No buybacks for VP. No distant trouble. He's caught out by Yatoro. The Lina's online, and that's GG. Game over. TSpirit with a 2-0 victory here have secured themselves a major slot.
Stylish fashion. A game that wasn't looking like it was going to go their way, at least not the whole.